Hi there, Mike Brady with Generosity Wealth Management, a comprehensive full-service financial services firm headquartered here in Boulder, Colorado. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. I've been talking about investments so much, and so much has happened, in the world. But I want to take a slight detour and talk about keeping our money. And part of that might be insurance. Now, you've heard me say before that 80% of reaching your goals is clearly defining them and having a plan for how to get there, and having a plan for how to overcome those speed bumps, that might derail you from reaching those goals. That could be the loss of your spouse, the loss of the ability to work, a long-term, health issue, loss of your house. I mean, there's a lot of issues that could derail you from reaching your financial goals. So the first thing someone might say is, well, I have enough money to self-insure, which is absolutely a possibility. If you can self-insure your car as long as it's paid off, that if I crash it and it's only worth 20, 30, 40,000, I have enough money, I can go and buy a new one. That is a legitimate choice that you can make. You're taking the risk upon yourself instead of transferring that risk to a pool of people for a particular premium. Everybody's paying that premium, goes into a pool, and if you have a triggering event, then that pool pays out to you. I mean, that's essentially what insurance is. So the reason why I bring this up is, one thing that the Marshall fires have shown us, which of course for those who are not here in Colorado or the Boulder area, was a devastating fire in January, first couple of days of 2022, that went through subdivisions, not up in the mountains, but went through subdivisions. Just devastating. It was about 1,000 homes that were destroyed. A lot of people found that they were underinsured, and that's going to be a huge catastrophic event for them and their lives. So it's important. That's what we call property and casualty insurance. I don't do that. I don't have that license. That is a specialty. But if you need somebody, let me know. If you want to, really ensure that you've got enough coverage, let me know and I can, refer someone out. I have a whole book of professional referrals that I feel comfortable with. Another type of insurance is life insurance. What if you die? Is your family going to be taken care of? The income that they expected, especially if you have little kids, but even if you're not, if you're older, income that you thought you were going to bring in because of your employment has now gone away. What other expenses does the other surviving family members have that because of your passing? So life insurance is absolutely essential. And there's a whole video that I could do on the different types of life insurance, but just know that it's absolutely essential in many situations. Talk to me if you feel that's something that that causes you to stay up at night. Disability insurance. What if you lost your job? Would you be able to make your your monthly expenses? You might have some at your current employer. Do you fully understand it? Is it most of the time, employer provided disability insurance is taxable. So you got to look at it not of, I'm going to get $5,000 a month. It's $5,000 before taxes. You got to pay taxes. Would that be enough to cover your expenses? You can actually buy personal policies to complement what you have at your company. Long-term care. We're all getting older every day. And so many of us may need a long-term care help in the future. Now is the time to plan for it. So that's something also that I can advise on. There's a ton of different risks out there. There's risk to get out of bed in the morning and go to the grocery store, but we assume that risk. But we can mitigate it, of course, by being smart about how we drive, how quickly we drive, by putting our seatbelt on, our airbags, get a good car, but the risk doesn't go away. All the things that I've talked about doesn't mean that the risk goes away. It just means that we mitigate it by transferring that risk to a pool and at least being financially, more secure, have a backdrop, if that particular event does happen. Insurance is important. I think we need to think about it. It's not very sexy. You know, if you're at the neighborhood barbecue, it's not the topic that people like to talk about. They would rather talk about some stock buy or sell that they made. Of course, they're a genius, or they like to talk about the big TV that they just bought. But what's going to impact your life? A catastrophic event to something that maybe you could have transferred that risk to somebody else. 303-747-6455. Mike Brady, Generosity Wealth Management. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.